Hello guys, today our topic is all about filing GSTR-1. The provisions related to filing GSTR-1 are discussed under Section 37, read with Rule 59. Who is required to file GSTR-1? All the registered taxpayers including CTP. CTP means casual taxable persons. So all the registered taxpayers including CTP has to file GSTR-1. However, the Act has provided few exclusions which are as follows. The first one is ISD, Input Service Distributor, and the second one is NRTP, that is non-resident taxable person, and third one is composition taxpayer who is paying taxes under Section 10, and the fourth one is persons who are required to deduct TDS under Section 51, and the fifth one is persons who are required to collect TCS under Section 52, and the sixth one is the person who is providing OIDAR services, that means Online Information Database Access and Retrieval Services. So the above said persons are not required to file GSTR-1. And the department has also provided SMS facility to file nil GSTR-1. So the persons who are required to file nil GSTR-1 can use this SMS facility. What is the due date for filing GSTR-1? Basically, the taxpayers who are required to file GSTR-1 are divided into two types. One, QRMP, that is quarterly return monthly payment, and the second one is other than QRMP. So the persons who are paying taxes under QRMP scheme and filing GSTR-1, the due date will be 13th of the month succeeding such quarter, and the other than QRMP, the due date will be 11th of the month succeeding such month. Okay, let's take an example and understand the due dates for filing GSTR-1. Yeah, so let's take first QRMP scheme. So the persons who are filing GSTR-1 under QRMP, for example, such taxpayer have made sales for the quarter of April 24 to June 24. So for him, the due date will be 13th of the month succeeding such quarter. So that it is nothing but 13th of July 24. So 13th of the month succeeding the quarter of April to June 24. Okay. And then comes other than QRMP scheme. The due date will be 11th of the month succeeding such month. So if the such taxpayer have made sales for the month of April 24, then the due date will be 11th of May 2024. So 11th of May 2024 will be the due date for such taxpayer. Then, okay, so we have understood the due dates for filing GSTR-1 under QRMP scheme and other than QRMP scheme. The next topic is IFF facility. So before understanding what are the uses of IFF facility, let's understand what is the concept behind introducing the IFF facility by the department. Let's understand the same with an example. For example, I have purchased a machinery worth rupees 1 lakh. The taxable value is 1 lakh. And the GST paid on the same is 18,000. Okay. Total amount I paid is 1.18 lakh to the taxpayer. Okay. So the person who have provided this machinery is the person who is filing his GST returns under QRMP scheme. So the above said sale is made by such taxpayer in the month of April. In the month of April 24, he have made a sale to me of a machinery worth rupees 1 lakh, on which I also paid GST of rupees 18,000. Okay. So this 18,000, what I do is I am eligible to claim input tax credit on the same. So basically, if the taxpayer is paying taxes under the regular scheme, that is, he is filing GST returns monthly, then what I can do is I can claim the input tax credit on the same in the month of April itself, because he will be filing the April month return by 11th of May, and I am able to view the same in GSTR-2B of April month of mine, and I will be claiming the input tax credit. But in the above said example, what the taxpayer is filing his returns under QRMP scheme. So if he is filing GST returns under QRMP scheme, the due date for him for the sale which he have made in April 24 is 13th of July 24. Right? So if he files his GST return in the month of July, then the same will get reflected in the month of July GSTR-2B of mine. So then only I can claim input tax credit, because one of the condition to claim input tax credit by me is it should get reflected in GSTR-2B, right? So as he is filing his GST return for the month of sale which he have done in the month of April, in the month of July 24, and I am able to claim input tax credit with respect to such purchase only in the month of July, there is a delay of 2 months to claim input tax credit by me. So in order to avoid this difficulty, the government have come up with IFF facility by which the taxpayer who are filing GSTR-1 under QRMP scheme, what they can do is they can provide invoice-wise breakup in the IFF facility, and the same will get reflected in GSTR-2B of mine. So in the above said example, what the taxpayer can do is he can, by using IFF facility, provide the invoice-wise breakup of the sales done in April 4 in the IFF facility, so that the same will get reflected in GSTR-2B of mine, and I am also able to claim input as credit. So this is the main objective of introducing IFF facility. So let's discuss what are the features of IFF facility. It basically helps to pass the input as credit to the buyers in the first and second month of the quarter. As we already discussed, the due date for filing GSTR-1 for the QRMP taxpayers is 13th of the month succeeding such quarter. So as he is not filing GSTR-1 for the first and second month, so by using this IFF facility, he can pass the input tax credit to the buyer. And whether this facility is mandated to the taxpayer? No, it is an optional facility provided to the taxpayer. And then comes the third feature of IFF facility is the taxpayers who are filing GSTR-1 under QRMP scheme can use this facility to provide the invoice-wise details up to an amount of rupees 50 lakhs per month till 13th of the succeeding month. So these are the features of IFF facility. And then next comes the concept of barring from filing GSTR-1. Cases where the taxpayer is not allowed to file GSTR-1 are as follows. If the taxpayer did not file GSTR-1 for the preceding month, or the taxpayer did not file GSTR-3B for the preceding month, or the taxpayer has received intimation orders under Rule 88C or Rule 88D and he did not pay the amount as provided in such intimation order, or he did not provide any reply against such intimation order, or the taxpayer did not provide bank details as per Rule 10A. So if he fits in any of the following situations, then such taxpayer will not be allowed to file GSTR-1 for the said month. Okay, and these Rule 88C and Rule 88D. Okay, Rule 88C, Rule 88D, and Rule 10A I already explained in the form of shorts, which whose links I'll be providing in the description below, so that you can check the shorts for clear explanation of Rule 88C, Rule 88D, and Rule 10A. And the next topic is the taxpayer where he can file his GSTR-1 before ending the tax period. Generally, the taxpayer will not be allowed to file GSTR-1 before end of the tax period. However, there are two exceptions for the above said rule, that is CTP on closure of the business or other taxpayers on cancellation of GSTN. So in the below two situations, what the taxpayer can do is he can also file his GSTR-1 before ending the tax period. And the next topic is important contents of GSTR-1. What are the important contents of GSTR-1? Any B2B supplies made, whether it might be interstate supply or intrastate supply, invoice-wise breakup has to be given in GSTR-1. So B2B supplies, whether it is interstate supply or intrastate supply, invoice-wise breakup has to be given in GSTR-1. And next comes B2C interstate supply. If B2C interstate supply whose invoice value is greater than 1 lakh, then invoice-wise breakup has to be given in GSTR-1. And next comes B2C interstate supply whose invoice value is less than 1 lakh, then invoice-wise breakup is not required to be given, but state-wise details as well as rate-wise information has to be given in GSTR-1. And next comes is B2C intrastate supplies whose rate-wise information has to be given in GSTR-1, and zero rated supplies. All these are the important contents of GSTR-1. Yeah, so this is all about the provisions related to filing GSTR-1. So signing up for today, and let's meet with other provisions in the next video, and have a nice day.